Greetings everyone, welcome to Chess Advance. This game was played in Clutch Legends, and with the black pieces we have 5 times world champion and absolute legend. We have Vishy sir facing off against Garry Kasparov. This is the final game of all of their matchup, and this is going to be one epic game. So without further ado, let's start with this game. Here with the white pieces, Garry goes for b3. We have c5, e3, d5, and just bishop to b2. We have knight to c6, bishop to b5, and just f6, f4, and just knight to g. And here just bishop to b5 was played, but just f6 and now f4. And f4 is a move that Engine absolutely does not like in this position. And here knight to g6, but just knight to f2. We have e6, knight to c3, bishop to d7, and just f5 in this position. E captures, and just knight captures, and a queenside castle by both black and white. And now just comes queen to b8 and just g3. And here bishop to d6 was played. Now just comes d4, immediately striking in the center, rook g to e8, and king to b1. So very nice prophylactic move, always helpful. Here just knight to b4. And a lot of trades and a lot of things here. Been asking what happens if you capture this, what happens if you capture this. First, your bishop is hanging, so you want to trade that. Bishop caps on d7. We have rook captures, d caps on c5, and finally just bishop caps on g3 was played. If you go for bishop caps on c5, most likely the position that you would end up in is something that you're not gonna like. Knight caps on b4, bishop captures, rook captures, king captures, and rook to d1 check, king to c8, and now the thing is, white is better in this position, but the move that you want to find to be able to actually win this game or try to have decent position is bishop caps on f6. And I mean, good luck finding that in Blitz game. That's definitely not going to happen. But after d caps on c5, hey, bishop captures on g3 was played, and now comes knight caps on b4. Just grabbing that, we have bishop caps on f2, and here rook caps on d7. And if you go for king captures, then after rook to d1 check, king to c8, bishop to d4, and I mean, white is doing splendidly fine here. But after rook caps on d7, here just bishop caps on g1 was played, which is the best move. Rook caps on g7, and now comes bishop caps on e3. If you go for, if you want to really go crazy here, you could go for queen caps on h2 as well. And now after a move like c6, you play b caps on c6 and a4, and after this queen to h6, bishop caps on f6, and after queen to e3, king to a2, and after queen to e1, knight caps on c6, queen captures, king captures. Most likely, white is a little bit better, but still most likely this position should end in a draw with perfect play. But after rook caps on g7, we have bishop caps on e3, knight to d3, and now just comes queen caps on h2. And here in this position, a4 was played. We have knight to f4, finally asking for a trade. Knight caps on f4, we have bishop captures, king to a2, and queen caps on c2, finally grabbing that pawn. Queen to h1, queen to e3, and queen caps on h7. So that rook queen pair is looking very scary, but you cannot do anything unless that bishop is guarding that square. So here bishop to e5 was played, just played actually securing everything. Rook to e7, and the rook to e7 is a move that Engine absolutely does not like because of rook captures, queen captures, which was played in the game. And now a move like queen to e2 would completely crumble the position, because if you go for queen to e8 check and thinking that you may have a perpetual in this position, you really don't, because king to c7, you blow queen to e7 check, king to c6, queen to e6 check, king caps on c5, and after queen to c4 check, you play queen caps on c4, bishop captures. Maybe you're thinking that you can hold this endgame, but after bishop captures, king captures, you have to realize that this captures is going to be coming next. I have two passes here, two pawns here. Even if I didn't have this and I can capture that pawn, most likely this game would be still winning. So this is just completely winning. There is nothing you can do. But after queen caps on e7, here queen to g2 was played, and queen to g2 is a move that you can equalize the position now with queen to e8 check. But here queen to e8 check was played, but the continuation did not follow. King to c7, you have to play queen to e7 check, and that was played. King to c6, queen to e8 check was the move, but here this was played, and now unfortunately this is not going to be a draw anymore. And as you will see what I mean by this, queen to c8 check was played, and this is the move that ruined it all. King to b6, queen to d8 check, and now after king to c5, we have queen to c8, queen to c6. This is the move, and when time scramble, both players playing on seconds, this is definitely going to happen. But after queen captures on f5 was played in this position, but just comes queen to d5, queen to c8 check, again king to b6, and in this position, what do you even do? If you go for bishop caps on e5, that ends in a draw, because here after f captures, queen to h8, e4, queen to h6 check, king to c7, and after queen to g7 check, queen to d7, queen to c3 check, and after queen to c6, I mean, most likely this position should end in a draw. But after king to b6 here, bishop to c1 was played, and bishop to c1 is a complete blunder in this position. Queen to d4, this was the move that, would have ended it all if it was played. But after bishop to c1 here in this position, Garry Kasparov, and absolutely one of the best players of all time, he resigned the game, and Vishy sir got this victory back to back and was able to end the tournament on a high note. First game, absolutely amazingly crushed. I mean, played that f6 move, was able to get a win against Gary in just 27 moves. Really spectacular game, really an amazing attacking masterpiece. If you want to see it, just click on my channel, you'll be able to see this game. And now getting a win against Gary in just 35 moves, clutching both of the Blitz games, absolutely amazing feat. And well, why it's winning, it's absolutely simple, because here queen to d4 and there is nothing you can do. This is coming if you go for king to b1, queen to a1 check, king to c2, and thinking that maybe you're getting away, queen to a1 check, and after king to d3 you play queen caps on b3, king to e4, queen caps on a4. You've lost both of the pawns, and even with having the queens, this position is still going to be completely losing. The endgame is completely losing. There is nothing you can do. So after bishop to c1, Gary resigned the game. And congratulations to Gary for winning the entire thing. He played spectacularly, though there were a lot of moments where Vishy could have actually gotten a win in the first day. There were like 2 games where he was absolutely completely winning. He was not able to convert that, and in one of the games here, Gary also said sorry to Vishy because he was not able to. He thought that he should have gotten punished in that game because he did not play the game to absolute perfection, and that was true. Although Vishy could not convert that to a win, and even in the second day, he had some chances really in a lot of games, but he was not able to get the win. And sometimes it happens, you cannot just continue to wonder about it. So it is what it is. But the thing is that on day 3, finally getting his touch back in the game, and if it had happened on day 1, the score sheet would have been really different. But them meeting after 30 years was a treasure once again. No one ever thought this thing would happen. Maybe it could become a yearly thing, but let's see what happens. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'll be coming back with some of these amazing games. Stay tuned to the channel, stay updated. I've shown all of the games of Vishy sir against Garry Kasparov. It was an absolutely amazing event to watch. It was amazing to see them after 30 years. Never thought I'd be able to see both of these players playing on the board, but I was able to see it, and it just really feels amazing. And it was absolutely amazing to cover these games as well. These games were absolutely marvelous. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I'll be seeing you guys very soon.